Girl, what's up? Yeah. It's your boy Negus Terry Spears, and I'm here about to do a reaction. Matter of fact, look at my screen. This is my algorithm at the time, and the conversation I was having with myself today before I went to the gym. I'm my own algorithm. Yeah, I make my own algorithm. I'm building my own algorithm. So the things I do, the content I create for my channel, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than just channel and this and that. Ooh. If you don't know, I just got out that gym. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, y'all need to go check out these vlogs. But if you don't, I'm still building my algorithm. You know, brick by brick, step by step. You know what I'm saying? And when you building, people don't want to come to your house and see your house when you building. People don't want to do that. People, you don't got no air now. You don't got no air, no nothing. You don't got no walls. You don't got nothing to sit on. I'm building. I had to build it from the ground up. So right now, I'm still trying to put the sheetrock in. I had went to Home Depot. I had bought some baseboard, but I was overdoing it. I should have just. So right now, I'm putting the sheetrock in because the plumbing people, they had came and had got my plumbing. But last week, I had some other plumbing. They had came. I had to get some more plumbers. But you know what I'm saying? When you building, you know, it's just, you got to take it step by step. But neither here nor there. Right now, I'm about to react to, I don't know. Let's see. Let's go to my interruptions and yeah. But I'm getting back in the groove. I'm getting back in the flow of it. And when it's flowing, you gotta let it just flow. But right now, we about to react to the richest black family in America and the secrets they hide. I ain't read the whole title. Sometimes you gotta read the whole title. I just read the richest old money black family in America. I'm like, oh, I want to know about them. I want to react to them. Because you know what I'm saying? My mission, I'm on a mission to get 100 acres. Sometimes you be like, don't tell people your plans and what you want to do. Because they go, man, I don't care. I'm going to get my 100 acres. That's my mission. That's what I'm on. I'm on a mission to get 100 acres. You know what I'm saying? 100 acres. Shout out Boosie. You see what Boosie doing, you know, shout out, you know, 8 acres, but I want 100 acres. So I can get 10 acres to my mama, cause I remember she always told me, she said, Terry, if I had 10 acres, I'd build a sports facility and let you run it. That's what she said. Terry, if I had 10 acres, I'd build a sports facility on it and let you run it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get 100 acres. Give my mama 10 acres. Let her build a sports facility that she always wanted. And let her run it. Because I got 100 acres. We all need jobs. I'm going to have to get each person a job. So my mama's job is to, you know, build the facilities while I'm still building on this 100 acres. But yeah, we need to get to the richest family. And if the richest family see this, you know what I'm saying, and you got some acres, you can, you know what I'm saying, I don't want no handouts. You want me to come work or whatever, you know, whatever you need me to do. I takes no handouts. I'm here to work. But if you got some acres you want to limit, you know what I'm saying, I ain't about to, you know, I'm gonna just, you know, yeah. But yeah, let's get into the video.
When you think of black wealth, you probably think of Oprah, Jay-Z, or LeBron. But long before they made their first million, a hidden class of black elites had already built empires. In a time of brutal oppression.
So you know what he said? Either we slinging clack, or you got a wicked jump shot. But before all that, they ain't had no TV. So what they was watching? Yeah. So before all that, this where we at.
They created generational wealth through real estate, finance, and industry.
They wait, hold on. Let's go back. They create generational rep. Oh Lord, but mama, yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm fumbling on the words. Yeah, I need the hooks on fine. Yeah, you got the $5 so I can get to my teacher. Yeah, cause she said a book $10, but I can give her $5 till next week. All right, man, I'm gonna call you back and see. All right. But yeah, what they said to build generational wealth. Let's see what they said.
They created generational wealth through real estate, finance, and industry, laying the first blueprints for black legacy in America.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna let this run, but this is my last little thought. I could be wrong. This is just an opinion. That's probably the only black family that was in the industry, the real estate and the industrial industry. And they seen how great they was, cause you know we just great beings. How whenever we get, we take the scraps and make chillings, and we take that and we make bacon, and we just, you know what I'm saying. We need not to eat that, but hey, they give you scraps, we give, you know, woo, 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 woo. You hear me? But yeah, they like, oh no, you remember the nigga off Belly? Pause. That was eating the banana. I don't know why we say all that. I don't like this. I don't like this. That's how them people was. You know them people. Them people like, they making too much money. They gotta work for me.
Okay.
But all right, I'm gonna let the video play.
These aren't rags
all
to
right.
riches stories. These are dynasties forged in fire. Get ready to uncover the untold history of America's original black elite. Our journey starts way back, not in the Gilded Age, but when the United States was just being born, with a man who was born a free man in Philadelphia in the year 1766.
That's Catcher Freeman?
His name was James Forten, and he would become a titan of industry and the patriarch of one of the first and most powerful black families in...
Damn, Forten? What a Forten's at? I ain't never heard of a Forten before. What a Forten's at?
In America.
Oh, that's why they hide it.
What
a Forten's at? I never heard Forten.
It's about patriotism, brilliant innovation, and a deep commitment to the abolitionist cause that would become his family's mission for generations.
Amazon published...
Y'all sharp not in the Forten? Like, in my blood somewhere? Like, I got an uncle that was a cousin to another uncle to auntie that met the cousin. I don't got a Forten nowhere in my family. No reparations or nothing. I don't got a fort or nothing.
Forten grew up surrounded by the American Revolution. At just 14, he joined the fight for independence, serving on the warship Royal Louis. He was captured by the British and held on a brutal prison ship. Even as a teenager, his character was unbreakable. He turned down an offer for a comfortable life in England, choosing to stay a prisoner of war, loyal to the new United States. When he was finally released, Forten went back to Philly and got an apprenticeship in the only world he knew, shipbuilding. He worked in the sail loft of Robert Bridges, where the huge canvases that powered global trade were made. And this is where Forten's genius took over. He wasn't satisfied with old methods. He invented a brand new type of sail that gave ships greater speed and control, a game changer in maritime technology. That invention was his key to a fortune.
Everything, bro.
When his boss retired in 1798, Forten bought the entire business and quickly made it.
That boy went thinking like that was around last couple years ago, boy. He said 17, not 1998. I was about to say, wait, I was born in 98.
One of the most successful in Philadelphia. At a time when segregation was the law of the land, Forten's workshop was different. He hired an integrated workforce of black and white craftsmen, all working together. By the early 1800s, James Forten wasn't just a rich black businessman. He was one of the wealthiest men in Philadelphia, with a fortune estimated at around $100,000, a staggering sum that would be worth millions today. But Forten's real legacy wasn't just the money. It was how he used that money as a weapon in the fight for freedom. He poured his fortune into the abolitionist movement, funding newspapers and backing anti-slavery groups. The famous American Anti-Slavery Society was even organized in his home. His house on Lombard Street became a major stop on the Underground Railroad, a safe haven for those escaping the slave-holding South. This mission for justice became the Forten family's identity. James and his wife, Charlotte, didn't raise their children to be lazy socialites. They raised them to be soldiers in the war for equality. His sons took over the family business and continued the activism. His daughters married into another prominent abolitionist family.
The chin ain't... I'm about to say, that Abraham Lincoln? The chin, I'm looking at the chin.
The Purvises, creating a multi-generational dynasty of activism.
Harriet Forten Purvis, because they got... That's why we ain't no Fortens. Where the sons at?
His granddaughter, Charlotte Fortin Grimke, became a
Grimke.
famous
It's the middle's name. They got him in the middle, so that's where they hiding at, in the middle. Where they hiding the Fortins at?
Poet and teacher who documented her time teaching newly freed slaves after the Civil War. When James Fortin died in 1842, his funeral was one of the largest Philadelphia had ever seen. The Fortin family proves that the story of early black wealth is inseparable from the fight for black liberation.
Wait, hold up. So he had a funeral like Biggie?
Funeral was one of the largest.
Man, that funeral like Biggie. That's bigger than Biggie. Boy, I said Biggie. Boy, you got a long way to go. Boy, that's John F. K. That's the president. This was for the Fortin funeral? A black man.
Just Philadelphia had
I'm
ever
gonna
seen.
get them 100 acres.
The Fortin family proves that the story of early black wealth is inseparable from the fight for black liberation. From the abolitionist North, we now head down to the post-Reconstruction South, a place of incredible danger, but for a few, also a place of incredible opportunity.
Incredible opportunity.
Here in Memphis, Tennessee, we find the towering figure of Robert Reed Church, a man born into slavery who would rise to become the South's first black millionaire. His story is one of surviving unimaginable violence.
Robert Lee Church, that's the name?
Reed Church.
Robert Reed Church.
Here in Memphis, Tennessee, we find the towering figure of Robert.
That's what they said all the money at Memphis. The money with the Philly, what's up?
Reed Church.
Robert
a man
Reed Church.
Born into slavery who would rise to become
That's
the
when
South's
they tore down
black millionaire.
the Black
His
Wall
story
Street.
is one
Was
of
it in
surviving
Memphis?
Unimaginable violence and having the genius to turn a city's disaster into a family dynasty. Born in 1839 to an enslaved mother and a white steamboat captain, Church grew up working on the Mississippi River. He learned the ins and outs of business from the bustling river trade. After gaining his freedom during the Civil War, he moved to Memphis in 1865 and started to build his life. His first businesses were small: a saloon, a restaurant, but his success made him a target.
The body scanner reveals the group.
It be like that. We gotta see what you're doing. It's called taxes. That's the target. Texas.
Horrifying Memphis riot of 1866.
Texas was looking for him.
A white mob attacked his saloon. They shot him, stole his money, and left him for dead. But Robert Church didn't die. And in an unbelievable act of defiance, he refused to leave Memphis. He promised he would stay and build his empire in the very city that tried to kill him.
He wasn't scared.
Church's big break came from an even bigger tragedy: the yellow fever epidemics of the 1870s. As the disease tore through Memphis, people fled in terror, and the city's economy completely collapsed. Property was worthless. But where everyone else saw death, Robert Church saw the opportunity of a lifetime. While others ran, he stayed, and he started buying up land. A lot of it. He bought commercial buildings and empty lots for pennies on the dollar. When the plague finally ended and people came back, Memphis was a new city, and Robert Church owned a huge piece of it. His real estate empire became the cornerstone of a massive fortune, estimated to be worth over $1 million by the early 1900s. He became one of the most powerful landowners in Tennessee and was said to be collecting over $6,000 a month in rent alone, an astronomical sum back then. Like Fortin, Church knew that money was power, and he used that power to lift up his community. Since black citizens were banned from public parks, he built one himself. In 1899, he bought a huge piece of land on Beale Street and created Church's Park and Auditorium. This wasn't just a park. It was a sanctuary with a concert hall and a massive auditorium that became the center of black culture and politics in Memphis, hosting everyone from President Teddy Roosevelt to the first blues musicians. And he didn't stop there. In 1906, he founded the Solvent Savings Bank and Trust Company, the city's first black-owned bank. This was revolutionary. It gave black families and business owners access to loans they could never get from white banks. The Church family legacy continued for generations. His daughter, Mary Church Terrell, became a national icon, a co-founder of the NAACP and a relentless activist. The Church family didn't just build a fortune, they built the institutions that would empower the black community in Memphis for decades to come. Now we move from...
Like, that's like my mama plan. Like, all we gotta do is stick to it and we can be the next billionaire black family. I need them 100 acres.
The Mississippi River to the most cutthroat financial battlefield in the world, Wall Street. In the mid-19th century, this was a white-only club. But one man kicked the door down. His name was Jeremiah G. Hamilton, and he was Wall Street's first black millionaire. His white rivals called him the Prince of Darkness, and his story is one of pure, raw ambition and a financial mind that terrified the establishment. Hamilton's origins are a mystery. He first pops up in historical records in the most dramatic way possible, running a counterfeit coin scheme in Haiti in 1828. When the plot was discovered, a death sentence was put on his head, and he barely escaped back to New York. This was the high-stakes world Jeremiah Hamilton was made for. Back in New York, he jumped straight into the chaos of finance. This was an era with no rules, a time of wild speculation and corporate warfare. And Hamilton was better at the game than anyone. He was a master speculator who built his fortune through insurance scams and lawsuits. His signature move was to buy up the stock of companies that had been wiped out by disasters, like the Great Fire of New York in 1835, and then sue the insurance companies to pay out the full value. It made him feared, and it made him rich. He was so good and so aggressive that he became a direct rival to Cornelius Vanderbilt,
Cornelius
the most powerful
Vanderbilt,
tycoon of the age. Their rivalry was the stuff of legend. While other black entrepreneurs were focused on serving the black community, Hamilton charged into the white-dominated world of high finance like no black man ever had before. His personal life was just as defiant. He married a white woman, bought a mansion in New Jersey, and owned stock in railroad companies that legally wouldn't even let him ride in their passenger cars. The press called him the Black Shark and the Prince of Darkness, names that dripped with racism, but also with a grudging respect for his
man
talent.
ain't care. It ain't about
When
the
Jeremiah
money.
Hamilton died in 1875, he left behind a fortune of $2 million. In today's money, that would be a massive fortune, likely worth over $50 million. At the time of his death, he was the richest black man in the United States. His story is completely different from the community-building legacies of the Fortons and Churches. Hamilton's legacy was one of pure financial conquest. He proved that a black man with nothing but his own mind and nerve could dominate the most predatory arena in American business and force Wall Street to bend to his will. While Jeremiah Hamilton was taking on Wall Street, another financial genius was quietly building an empire just across the river in Brooklyn. Her name was Elizabeth Gloster, and by the time she died in 1883, she was known as the wealthiest black woman in America.
And this where we're going to stop at. And my thoughts on that is like, every time they say the next person, they always like the wealthiest person in America. Like, at the time, they was the wealthiest person in America, and then they got rid of him. Then they got one more wealthy person, and they like, it's not about being rich. Like, they building wealth. So once they building wealth, we gotta knock them out of that. So it's not about just being rich. And that's what they have a facade about this industry and however they going on in entertainment, what they put on television. You know what I'm saying? It show people rich, but in all actuality, they really don't be rich at all. Like, they really be broke. Like it be like they really be broke. And I ain't about to go into depth with it, cause it'll be putting negative in the air. Cause right now I'm only focused on that 100 acres. And shout out to all the people. And I need to get better. Like, where's my pen and where's my paper? I supposed to write down all these people's names, but guess what? I'm gonna do my homework on my own time. What it says, I can tell you the book, it's up to you to do your own homework. I can tell you whatever, but you got to do your own homework. So I showed you with the video. Woo-woo. Now you do your own homework and come up with your ways. But right now, from now on, from this, you hear me? Right now, 100 acres. And I'm trying to come up with a plan, a methodical plan. I said it right. Trying to come up with a methodical plan to get this 100 acres. Because guess what? Wait. Yep, it's right there. I see it. It's right there. Y'all don't see it? Y'all don't see the 100 acres? I see me looking at the 100 acres like, man, look at all these acres. My mama shit gonna be back there, so I'm gonna really I need to put my house right here. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Until next time, I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and if you don't, I still love you.